My name is Nightfireox. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you guys have been doing good. I have been extremely busy. So I wanted to first apologize for the fact that I wasn't on the past 2 days. I'm sorry. We're going to make Eliseed up tonight after we do Tower of God. So Eliseed, Tower of God will go up at its normal time tomorrow, Monday at 11 a.m. on YouTube. Eliseed will go on tonight after the stream. I am so sorry. Basically what happened was I had plans Friday to go get a tattoo with my brother for Friday the 13th. And we got there really early. And they told us it was going to be like a 3-hour wait. And so I was expecting to be done around 8, and if not, 9 o'clock. So that way I could go ahead and get back on and maybe, if anything, do a later stream. But that was not the case. If you have not already, I always update what's going on my Twitter. So, let me see. I'm pretty sure my handle at Twitter is at NightfireOx1. So you can go there and follow me for updates. And I basically update when I'm doing the stream, if a stream suddenly gets canceled, things like that. So that way you guys are never waiting around, waiting for me to get on. It's always there to follow. I'll eventually make a new starting intro that has that information. But I've just been so busy. So there's that. So we got Tower of God tonight, Eliseed afterwards. Then we have tomorrow, more Tower of God. We're like midway through season 2. It's kind of crazy to me how far we've gotten. And then we've got Tuesday, solo leveling. Wednesday, Omniscient Reader and Cubera. So we're going to make up Cubera on Wednesday after Omniscient Reader. Thursday, nothing. Friday, Eliseed. Saturday, Cubera. I'm making sure I have the right dates because I know I have another photography session coming up soon. And Sunday, we've got more Tower of God. So that's what's going on right now. Like I said, if I'm not on stream, I will never just leave you guys hanging without knowing what's going on. As far as the Discord goes, I do need to fix it. Still, I've been so busy. I barely got time to fill out the Eliseed stuffed music, give it its own music. So it's been busy. I mentioned a while ago that being a photographer this time of year starts to get really, really busy. People are trying to get in before before it starts to get chilly out. So it's super busy right now. So I'm sorry about that. I did mention that sometimes I am a little bit inconsistent when streaming and uploading because of that schedule. But as far as I know this week, unless we've got more stuff going on, like if I get more bookings, we should be okay. Anyway, so that out of the way, let's get the music rolling again. No, it's too happy. Guess we'll go with good old feels. Okay, so if you read the title, I do not have a good feeling about this chapter. I'm not even gonna lie. I have a feeling somebody's gonna die, and we already know it's not gonna be Bomb, and I highly doubt it's gonna be White. So that leaves our new girl. And I'm worried about that. By the way, Deathbringer Crow, thank you for the follow while I was away. And Lucrium, thank you for the follow as well. I appreciate ya. Ooh, okay. Let's see this. Let's get going. Boom! Starting out strong this week. Krrr, rumble. Oh my gosh. Oh. Well. I guess we're not getting any more Bomb and White this week. Guess I'll have to wait until next week. We're back with Yasratcha and Yama. Huh. Okay. Four gathers. Thank you so much for the follow. Unlike you felines, we canines have something called pride. That's right, coming in strong. Everybody was counting him out last time, and it pissed me off so much. Like, Yama isn't that weak, bro. I mentioned a while ago. I'm not sure if I was just talking to somebody or if it was live, but I said Yama isn't weak. Yasratcha is just that much stronger. Like, we gotta keep in mind, Yasratcha is what, first generation from his father, I believe it is. So, with that in mind, there you go. That's why Yasratcha is so much more stronger than Yama. He's been around way longer than Yama has. He literally watched Yama as a baby, you know? I'll never beg you for anything. And that confirms the other thing that I said a while ago, last time we saw, when Yasratcha was like, if you beg for your life, I'll spare you. Well, there you go. I already knew there was no way in hell Yama would ever beg for his life. Never. He'd rather die than beg Yasratcha for anything. Especially after he killed all those canines. No fucking way. You're just as stubborn as your father. Looks like this is going to take longer than I thought. I hope you won't regret your decision. Tower of God, 52nd floor, Battle Royale. Krrr. 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 Hope you won't regret your decision. Regret? Shh! I never regret anything! Wham! Coom! Oh, coming in hot. Coming in hot. Whoosh! Ksh! Wing! Whoosh! Ksh! Ah! Swish! It's the same thing again. He runs away and I can't catch him. Swish! At this rate, I'm going to end up wasting another turn. Whoosh! I have to find some way to catch him. Ksh, ksh, ksh. Yama, a complete transformation of both arms, transcendental skill. Ksh. Canine destruction. Bam! Bam! Ksh. That's actually, whoosh, not a bad attack. Kush, kish, krr, krr, krr. You should see the look on your face. I guess you thought that attack would turn the tide for you. Why didn't the attack work on him? Rumbled. Is he some kind of beast? How many more like him are there in Jihad's army? That's what I'm getting from your face. Why are you so surprised? I already told you how this battle is going to end. What? I planted fear in you, and that's why your attacks don't work against me. I told you I'd spare you if you begged for your life. If you really don't... Lord Lineage! Okay, you're lurking. Got it. Thank you for joining, Lord. If you really don't get it, then I'll make you understand. Boom! Ksh, bang! Ksh. I told you, remember? Oh, fuck. It looks like he's getting scarier. Ksh. I can do anything you can do. Shh, ksh. Oh my god. Is he really transforming again? Like, didn't he already have one transformation? Shh. Shh. What's he doing? He can do anything I can do? Shh. Shh. Wait a minute. Is he doing... Shh. A complete transformation? So it was only a partial transformation he did. Gotcha. Oh, fuck, man. That's his eye right there, ain't it? Eat your heart out. This is the complete transformation you've wanted to achieve so badly. Shh. This is probably... Shh. What the? Okay, he isn't completely transformed yet, but psst, psst. What the fuck? He doesn't even look like a fucking feline anymore. What the hell is this? These are his eyes. What the fuck is that? And what the hell is this? And what are these? They look like fingers, though. Are these fingers? Or his legs? The first time in his life. Oh, fuck. That is not looking good for him. Not looking good for him at all. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? He's scared. These trembles are not coming from Yasratcha. Let's put it serious. Like, let's be straight up honest right here. Yasratcha probably knows at his level he probably doesn't even need to go this far to kill Yama, or at least severely hurt him. I keep saying I fear for Yama, not because I don't think he's strong. He's very strong, but he's going up against Yasratcha, and that's what worries me. Like, and then like, look at this. This is his final transformation. Like, what the actual fuck is this? Like, we've seen the other transformations that the other felines have done up till this point, and they look nothing like this. This dude don't even look like fucking human or feline or whatever anymore. He experienced such pure primal fear. Whew. Whoosh. Shh. He's not transformed anymore. Rumble. Thud. Rumble. Is that complete transformation? Whoosh. Oh my god, that's fucking menacing. I mean, it's gorgeous, but it's fucking menacing. I'd be fucking scared too. I'd be like, what the fuck is that thing? That fucking ain't Yasratcha. I'm cussing a lot this time. I'm scared. Ah! He's fucking terrified. Okay, I keep cussing. That's my bad. But I can't help it. Like, what the hell is that? Yama cried out. Roar. He roared as though he wanted to release all the fear in him. But the more he shouted, the stronger the fear became. Is this a narrator doing this? We don't really get to see SIU use narrators a whole lot. He uses them every so often. But most of the time, he tells the story through people rather than narration. And there was no way to stop it. Shh. Swish. Psh. I'm fucking terrified for Yama. I'm just gonna take a minute here and wonder, like, what the hell is going on? Like, holy shit. Like you can tell it's still Yasratcha. There's the ears, the hair. But other than that, it doesn't even look like an actual being. Also, look at these pencil lines. Just like, artists typically use these kind of pencil lines to dictate speed, or if they're trying to prove a point with something. And in this case, I think it's supposed to show like overall power, the power that is coming from Yasratcha. Swish. Ah! Look at him. Wing, wing, wing. He's behind him. Oh my god, this is fucking... Look at his hands. Holy shit. Wing. There really isn't a whole lot of words this time, but there really doesn't need to be to, like, sit here and just, like, fucking understand the situation that's going on. Like, this is bad. Spin. This is, look, see these lines again? It's trying to dictate, like, power, speed, motion. Like, it's basically saying that Yama is having a hard time keeping up. He's trying to pull all his powers out just to keep up with him at this point. Wham! And he's just punching out of, like, anytime he shows, he's punching, but he's really punching at nothing because I don't think he can keep up with his movements. It's kind of what it is appearing to me. Shit. Gosh, dang. Swoosh. Oh! Hold on. Got time to turn her head sideways. So, Yasratcha flying in through this way, whacks him, pushing him back. How far back did he go? Does it show? Wish! Yasratcha! Lunge. He's still got some fight in him, though. I'm really rooting for Yama, but the more and more I see fucking Yasratcha's power, the more and more I just worry about Yama. Like, they are not matched well. And, you know, the thing is, the only thing that's keeping, like, my hope up at this point is the fact that, like, Yama back a while ago, like, at the beginning of Season 3, said that he had some kind of weapon to use against Yasratcha now, and that the same thing wouldn't happen like it did last time. I don't know what he means by that. I don't know if he's deployed that yet, but I really hope he does something soon, because it's not looking good for him. Shh, boom, shh, bang, bang, boom. And again, I'm not saying that Yama is weak by any means. This man is a strong boy. But, Yasratcha just, like, look at this. Wing, 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 wing. Like, whoosh, 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 swoosh. Krrr. Like, it's really hard not to watch this and not think to myself that, like, holy shit. Wham! Shh! Like, no, that's just it. Not think to myself, holy shit. And Yama is in deep doo-doo. Swirl! Oh, but these panels are so good. Is this supposed to dictate terror? Boom! Like, god damn, hold on here. We gotta switch up this music. This music ain't it. Boom! Jesus! Shh! Krrr! No! Please tell me it ain't so. But also, holy fuck, look at that. I like how it's kind of blurred, and then as you go down, it focuses in on Yama. He does not look well. What the fuck is that? Creak. Next time you want to act out like that, be careful who you mess with. What the fuck is this? What's happening? What is happening? It's to be continued? You're gonna leave it like that? Okay, well. I have no words. Except for the fact that Yasratcha looks menacing as fuck, and this does not look good. This does not look good. These booms, no. That don't look good. I really hope that Yama's still alive at this point. Because I do not have a good I was right. I have a bad feeling about this. Wrong battle. Different fight from the bad feeling I have, but I have a bad feeling about this one too. Honestly, the way it's going right now kind of feels like specific, depending on whose field you're on, is set up for major defeat. We haven't seen Evankel's field for quite some time now. I'm assuming that whatever she's up to, she's going to be successful at. I do not think that Yama is going to be successful in what he wants. There's no way he's going to be able to kill Yasratcha. If he survives this encounter with him, I think... If he survives this encounter with Yasratcha, I don't think he's gonna survive, or I don't think he's gonna be much help for the rest of this war, at least during this part. Bomb's field, I do think still that Bomb's gonna be successful in rescuing his master, because that's the whole point they're here, and I don't think that SIU would like dangle that little bit and then it doesn't happen, but you never know what will happen, especially now that White's on his field and everything that's been going on there. What Bomb needs right now is strong teammates more than anything on that field, and people that he knows are loyal to him and on his side. Because it ain't looking pretty for him either. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pull up the Reddit and we'll get to the comments. Okay, I'm back, chat. Feel free to always comment, but even more at this time. So that way we can have a discussion about this chapter, because holy shit. I was expecting more Bomb and White, but they switched it up on me. It was definitely a shorter chapter this week, but it was good, you know? The chapter was really good. It was a lot more fighting and less words. And like I said, you know, there didn't need to be any words said. I think SIU mastered showing Yasratcha's power just by how menacing he looks, the line design, a lot of it. Let's take a look. Anyone got a laser? Maybe we can distract this guy. Over here. Over here. Come on, kitty. Yasratcha's transformation doesn't look at all like I expected, but damn, does it look terrifying. Agree. Okay, but how are you supposed to beat a guy like Yasratcha if Yama can't do anything? I may be wrong, but isn't Yama stronger than Bomb? Although Bomb might defeat Yasratcha since he has different abilities, but I'd like to see Yama and not Bomb defeat Yasratcha. Edit. People get confused. I meant that if you put them on a fight together, not gonna happen in plot, or at least not now, I don't know. And I mean that Bomb might have a chance because his powers don't originate from Yasratcha. Not that he is stronger than him. I get where this person's coming from. Like, think about it like this. Basically, Yama is fighting fire with fire. You know, all his powers are derived from all his powers are derived from gosh, what is it? I can't even think. Oh gosh. All Yama's powers are derived from Yasratcha, so he got a point, like, Yama is at a major disadvantage in this fight, and it has nothing to do, like I keep reiterating, it has nothing to do with his strength. He is strong, but he's going up against somebody who gave him his powers and knows how to use those powers better than Yama does. And that's what's terrifying about this. Dang, can we take a moment to appreciate the art? That's some top tier character design and shading. I agree. The most difficult thing for Yama to do will be to overcome his fear. He has never felt it before. He needs to find a reason to fight that is stronger than his fear. Luckily, a relationship or a need to protect the canines. I love, like, we saw the ending, and I just have to say, I love the fact that people still think Yama's even still alive at this point. I really hope he is, but, like, that's another thing to think about. Like, is there even a person underneath that blast that is still capable of fighting? I really hope so, but, I mean, that's a thing that we have to think about. There's no way in hell he is feline. He looks more like some kind of transformed robot from sci-fi or some demon from the isekai genre. I agree, though. Yasratcha, yo, this edible ain't shit. Yasratcha 5 minutes later. Goddamn. Dr. Baldhead. As much as I do love Dr. Bonehead, because I do my own streams, I don't really watch his because I don't want to be spoiled before coming on, because he does the streams before mine. So I typically watch him after, so I have no idea what's going on. Bomb don't have a chance against Yasratcha no matter his power, and Yama couldn't still defeat him without the fear in him. Yasratcha is a captain commander, let's not forget. He's like Caliban. And that's the truth. Honestly, at this point, I think the only other person that may be able to stand a chance against Yasratcha is quite possibly Evankel. And Evankel doesn't have any, like, she doesn't really care about, like, she does and she doesn't, I guess. Like, she's fighting with Bomb, but for different reasons. Like, we don't really know her reasons at this point why she's fighting. I swear if Yama dies, I quit. I don't know what I'll quit, but I'll quit. I won't quit this webtoon, that's for sure. But I will definitely quit something. My first 5 coins is at least not wasted. There you go. Yasratcha is broken. I feel like to beat him, Doom, Paul, and Yama need to work together and 3 versus 1 him, since he does not feel like a type of villain that the characters compete 1v1. I agree. The image of Yasratcha's transformation are so unexpected. I agree. I was expecting, like, this really majestic, huge-ass hair and super strong, kind of like a mix between what we've seen so far. That was, like, nothing through what I had imagined in my mind. And I kind of already thought that, like, I guess it was a partial transformation, but I figured he would be, like, uber cool and have another transformation. But I kind of already thought he had transformed, but he didn't. I kind of realized that as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh, it was just partial. And here's the other thing, too, that I mentioned, you know? I don't think Yasratcha even needed to go that far to even defeat Yama on his own. I think it was supposed to be like an utter humiliation. Kind of like a humbling point for Yama. He may, if Yama is still alive, he may even ask Yama again, are you sure you don't want to reconsider bowing down to me? So, if you know, that's definitely a thing that could happen. And if Yama says no again, then I think that's it. That's it. And I really hope that other people get to his field before then, because like other people were mentioning, I think it's gonna take Doom and Paul to defeat him. I can't understand the fight scene at all. It's just laser beams and shit. Nah. If you can't understand what's happening in that fight, I don't know what to tell you, because it was very clear to me. Like, maybe because I know line design. I really need Tower of God Season 2 anime soon. Join the club, bud. I love cats, but not this one. He's way too ugly. Yasratcha was toying with Yama in base form. I don't know how Yama is going to possibly beat him at any point during this arc. Yasratcha is a problem. I keep saying this too, like, it's not looking good for him. Not at all. Yama needs some fish to beat Yasratcha. Okay, let's see. Rock doesn't even call an actual turtle a turtle. Yasratcha looks like he is a master of the game of jacks. Crazy cat, silly blue turtle. Chapter was a bit on the shorter side, but I'm definitely not complaining. Yeah, it was on the shorter side today, but the artwork, the lines, everything was on point. And like I said, this was a chapter that, well, you shouldn't need a lot of words to show exactly what's going on and the utter humiliation that Yama's going through at this point. And then, again, Yama's strong. What I mean by utter humiliation is that Yasratcha is, here's, Yama. Here's Yasratcha. There's a major difference in power level. So it's an utter humiliation for Yama, especially someone who has so much pride. Chapter was a bit on the shorter side. Okay, thanks SCU and Co. for another amazing chapter. So badass to see the person who everyone fears getting scared for the first time. I agree. Man, this art is so good. Then you reach as high up as you can, and there's Mr. Neon Bag's power level. Oh my god, you're never gonna... We talked about this lineage. Actually, you know, if you think about it, Mr. Neon Bag technically is a ranker. Well, it's not technically. He is a ranker. He was working on the floor of tests, which means he's a ranker. Or at the very most, has gotten past level 21. No, floor 21 of the tower. He's a creep, but a beautiful creep. Jesus. Oh. He was working for gosh, Han Sung Yu. There we go. The quality just keeps getting better and better, and I don't really know what to feel with Yasratcha's transformation. Anyways, I watched the anime and read the comments after, and I was laughing so hard when one commented how the producers and artists will squeeze the whole season 2 into 13 episodes. No, that will not happen. I think the most wide belief thing about season 2 is that it'll probably, okay, typically when something's in 13 episodes and it gets greenlit for a second season, it's not 13 episodes. A good example of that is My Hero Academia, where it started, I think, either 13 or 14 episodes, and then it went to 20-something episodes. That's typically how it goes. So we're probably looking at 23, 24 episodes if there's a season 2. And, I do not think, it definitely won't be all of season 2. There's no way in hell. But I do think that it's a possibility that if they do a good pacing, which is 4 chapters at the most, maybe 3 as the chapters get longer, But I definitely think that by that pace, we'd probably get either they're gonna end it. I do not think they would end it after meeting Yurik Mizuno. I think it would go to the workshop battle because that would be a very satisfying conclusion. But we don't know that yet. We don't even know if there's gonna be a season 2. But there's no way they would fit all the whole season 2 in 13 episodes. That just the best thing to do if I were them was to split it up into 3 seasons. There must be a season 2. I agree with you. Get on Sony's ass about it. Because they're the ones in charge of it now. I've read this since before Webtoon was a thing, and I'm getting disappointed. I don't understand why. Dear Mr. Sony. Goddamn Sony. At least elaborate so someone can respond. Do you mean how Webtoon is like 5 episodes behind? That's fair. You can be upset at the fact that it's 5 episodes behind. For my part, I'm finally getting interested again. I kind of lost interest ever since Bomb got rescued from the Akatsuki, but it does pass the time, and I still need to know why Bomb was locked up in a cave with Rachel. Fair. To be fair, long series will always have weak arcs. Personally, I think beginning of Hell Train is the weakest part. I agree! I always hear people say that the beginning of Hell Train was the best arc. And I'm like, no it wasn't. To me it was kind of boring. I still liked it, but it was still boring. But that's probably not Webtoon's choice. They will be a reason it's behind. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why they're behind. I have a feeling it has something to do with the translations. Maybe getting over to Webtoon late, and that's why there was a backup on it. But I don't necessarily. My thing is, I don't care how late it is behind, as long as the translations are good. I'd rather there be quality translations to where there isn't a whole bunch of mistranslation going on, or there isn't a whole lot of mistranslation going on, or if there or like when there's double words or things like that, you know. So that's my thing about it. Make it quality and I'll forgive you. I think Nest has potential to be one of the best. It's just something that happens with super long series, you know. And that's the thing too. These chapters at this point kind of feel like, since he's came back, they kind of feel like a build-up to something more. So I'm just waiting for it to get to that point. I definitely don't think we're not in the climax of this arc. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, this is the build-up. That ad, Rock just called everything a turtle except for a real turtle. Such a good read. Well, we are finally back into Yasratcha's and Yama's fight. Holy shit, Yasratcha's spectral looking complete transformation sure looked sick. I honestly understand why Yama was overwhelmed by fear, because even without Yasratcha's induced fear, thing that would have come naturally when facing him in that overpowered ghost form. I don't know what the hell kind of form that was, but it was menacing for sure. It definitely looked otherworldly. I thought, oh, we got a blog post translation. Today, as an Olympic special of sorts, I drew Kun playing volleyball. The palette is a combo he's been using a lot. This kind of palette is based on a great master named Kim Hyung-tae, so people my age try to style at least once if they were visual artists. Although it's not very original for me to do it, it was still an interesting study and fun too. I wish the best of luck to all the Korean athletes in the Olympics fighting. Well, that's one thing about SIU. From my understanding, he does love sports quite a bit, so that's not out of character for him. Great job, Yasratcha. You are now the only cat that I hate. But to be honest, isn't he relying on that fear thing a little too much? I kind of agree. If Yama is able to overcome that fear, then it may become a problem for Yasratcha, and I do think it's going to come up again because of the narration But at the same time, the narration also says that it's a primal fear, which means it is a very deep-seated fear. Great job, Yasratcha. Oh wait, we read that one. Yasratcha in base is stronger than Yama, and Yasratcha is considered being the cat of the family leader. I think it's time to show the family leader, at least since his powers are in game anyway. Alright, one more and then we'll switch over to Reddit. Well, we are finally back into Yasratcha and Yama's fight. Holy shit, Yasratcha's spectral looking complete transformation sure looks sick. I honestly understand why Yama was overwhelmed by fear, because even without I may have already read this one. Yasratcha induced fear thing that would have come naturally, yeah. Okay, we read this. Is it just me, or is Yasratcha's complete transformation looks Mewtwo Pokemon? That's funny. Actually, you know what? It kind of does, like a more sci-fi tech kind of. Damn, that's a cool looking transformation. It is pretty cool, but also scary. I see White's face 2 episodes out, so I know he's gonna last at least that long. Yee, this fight between the cat and dog has been going on for way too long, going back and forth. It just feels a Dragon Ball Z fight at this point, filler with other words. I disagree. I think what SIU is trying to do, excuse me, is break up, because in the past we've had really long arcs that featured the same people over and over again for several episodes, and I think he has listened to some of his fans' complaints about that, and so he's trying to break it up to where you see more people instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10 episodes in a row of the same people over and over again, and they may be doing different things than they were, but it's still like the same people. Like, he's giving others more screen time, if that makes sense. So this is like, he's breaking up the fights, which I like, actually. I was expecting to go back to White and Bomb's fight, but I was pleasantly surprised that it was Yama's fight, and we get a little bit more of a taste, and it breaks up that tension between White's fight. Well, it doesn't really break the tension up, but it keeps the suspension going, you know? If the both can do the same things, that means Yama can do a complete transformation also. That's true, but the fact is that he hasn't been able to. We knew Yama couldn't do a complete transformation for ages. He'll probably break through his limits now. Yeah, I agree. I think he will break through his limits. We know that he hasn't been able to, and that it's, I think, extremely painful, but we'll see. This chapter has a duplicated panel around the full transformation, does it? I didn't see it. Maybe they took it out. Sometimes after they load it up for the fast passes, people will complain, hey, this happened, and they'll go back in and fix the chapter. Welp, bye, Yama. I mean, yeah, like I said, those beams at the very end does not look great for him. Just give him some catnip and tuna. When Yama screams for fear, me be like, that's me when a Tower God chapter ends. Ha! Me too. Come on, Yama. Do your full transformation thingy-majiggy. Dang, can we take a moment to appreciate the art? It has some top-tier character design and shading, which I liked. Okay. Let's take a look at the Reddit. I really hope that Yama somehow uses the fear to drive him to a full transformation and is able to actually do something to Yasratcha. Seeing him get absolutely brutalized is rough. Also, though, Yasratcha's complete transformation was so insane looking. Truly want to see what the K9 one would look like. Yeah, I do actually want to see Yama's full transformation. I think that is hella cool. I want to see it. That Yama somehow uses, you know, and here's the other thing. If he doesn't overcome his fear, the other thing that I would be looking for is the fact that he's so afraid, like the scared cat who lashes out. You know how when animals are backed into a corner and they're scared, they lash out and fight. that's the other thing I could see happening with him. It's just being so terribly afraid that he ends up being able to push past his limits because of it. Well, we are finally back into Yasratcha and Yama's fight. Holy shit, Yasratcha's spectral looking complete transformation sure looks sick. I honestly understand why Yama was overwhelmed by fear, because even without Yasratcha's induced fear thing, that would have come naturally when facing him in the overpowered ghost form. So it's the other comment from the webtoon. Okay, well, that was quite an episode. It was a shorty, but it was good. And I appreciated it. And, you know, despite what other people said, I think it was really good. And I really hate when people are like, laser beams, blue, blue, blue. Because, like, I think what SIU is trying to show is the speed and the power behind which these rankers fight. So, great impersonation. Thanks. So anyway, I'm doing Ella Seed after this one. I'm gonna end this, and then I'm gonna start the next stream. So just so you know, I'm getting right back on, so be looking for me if you want to see some Ella Seed. Anyway, if you haven't followed me yet on Twitch, please do so. I appreciate. And if you see this later on YouTube, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. And here on Twitch, I'll see you guys here in like literally 3 or 4 minutes. Bye bye.